Thanks for joining this session on e-commerce website development. We are going to focus more on WordPress and, of course, the WooCommerce for our e-commerce website. Of course, before you can join this session, I expect that you guys already have took the lesson on WordPress site development and security. So I have this link in your Trello board. I have this also posted on our exclusive Facebook group. So you need to take this course first before you can follow through with the discussion, because everything are discussed here, from domain name registration and all of these, set up with our hosting service and the background about both of these commodities, including the SSL. And as I've said, you need to understand all of these. If you haven't done taking this course just yet, I suggest that you do before you can start creating your website. Let me just show it here. So you have there the guide in setting up Cloudflare and updating DNS records, installing CMS, installing WordPress themes, particularly Ocean WP, which is our preferred theme in most websites that we do. Of course, the plugins installation, it's also here, and the rest of the instructions and guides, including setting up the SSL and the configuration of the plugins. Now, talking about your domain name and web hosting, particularly user Santos, which part you are stuck? What confuses you with regards to the domain name?
I'm planning to use my website to showcase regarding about signing of engineering documents, engineering plans, which is being submitted for building permits. Because at the same time that I am a civil engineer, I'm also a master plumber, which signs sanitary plans. And then at the same time also, I'm also an accredited material testing engineer with the DPWH. So I am thinking incorporating those three professions that I have into my website.
Actually, that's impressive. And I actually like the idea that you are going to do this for your profession as an engineer. And I think it's actually a very nice case study wherein you are going to create website and basically e-commerce centric website as well, and use this as a platform to sell your services. Yes, so as far as the domain registration is concerned, where are you stuck at this point? It's like you haven't decided on the domain name yet, or?
Yes, because I am thinking either I will be using my name as a domain name or the other domain name that I am thinking of.
Yeah, I think if you are going to take my advice, I would
Okay.
still suggest you use your name for a lot of reasons. For one, it really retains your personal brand because it's Engineer Santos Ripol, for example. And you can probably just come up with a good sounding domain name that you can use. But other than that, of course, it can be used across any purpose that you want to do. Like if you want it for the engineering side, basically your original profession, which is you're an engineer, you're a civil engineer. So maybe you can just like have a section there wherein you can have those different engineering related keywords targeted by creating different dedicated pages just for that. But still the domain name is the same. So it's like you are going to establish yourself as an engineer using your real name. At the same time, maybe you can also have another page that you can use for your other sideline or side gigs, no, or side freelancing jobs if you want to showcase it there as well. Unless you can like invest on multiple domains, if you want to keep just one, I would suggest to still use your real name for that. It's like maybe santosripol.com or maybe some variations of that. You can decide which variation sounds perfect for you. And then with regards to those different services, what are those services again? Like
Master plumber, being a civil engineer, and at the same time, material engineer one,
yes,
accredited with the DPWH.
yes. So maybe you can have a page like targeting keywords like, for example, licensed material engineer. So maybe you will have a page there, a dedicated page showcasing yourself as a material engineer. So I think that's something that you can do. It's like the one I have on TechWorks training, wherein although the domain name itself is about training, but I have there a page where I showcase my CV, or I also showcase some like other programs, essentially targeting different keywords, relevant keywords that I cannot feature in the homepage. So maybe you can do the same. The good thing about that is you don't have to maintain a lot of domains, and you are able to play around your main website only and focus your resources and time working around your main website. You probably noticed this one also with other popular persons or popular influencers wherein they really just use their names as their brand when they register a domain name. So I think if you will take my advice, maybe that's a good idea.
Okay, sir.
Other than the domain registration, what else? Do you have any question with regards to the web hosting service?
No, sir.
Yes. So how about you, Ralin?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions? By the way, Ralin, did you take the course on WordPress site development already? I actually have updated this lesson. I have here additional materials, a very thorough guide and instructions how to set up a WordPress site. I'm wondering if you have checked this particular tutorial.
Not yet, sir.
Yes. So you need to know.
I haven't set up my website yet.
Yeah, so I already posted it in Trello. I think it's there on your account.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let me just show it to you. Hold on. So it's here now. It's here on your lessons list. Just
Okay,
check
sir.
out that course, and basically you have to like have your domain name and web hosting set up first before you can put all the lessons here into action.
Okay, sir.
The web hosting, it has been set up already. It's there in your TechWorks account, and you just need to start installing WordPress to get started.
Okay, sir.
And by the way, for you specifically, Ralin, what do you intend to use your website for?
For now, sir, it's for freelancing. Promote my portfolio or something like that.
Yes, so that's good. So I will check out your website. Let me know when you have started creating the website, designing the website, so that I can guide you. Unlike the
Okay.
previous trainings before na medyo confused pa kayo before, maybe this time it's easier maybe to build a WordPress.
Okay, sir.
Maureen, good afternoon.
Hello po, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes. So have you watched the tutorial already with WordPress site development?
Sir, yung previous pa lang po na lesson, habol pa lang po sana ako to watch. Hindi pa po, opo, yung WordPress po.
Okay, so you mean yung buyer persona? Or you started already WordPress site development?
Wala pa po, sir, sa WordPress po. Yung sa buyer persona pa lang po.
I see.
Pasensya.
So here's the thing, Maureen. What you're going to do is, of course, you have to review the course here, and specifically the guides and then the tutorials. And since you already have your domain name and you already have your web hosting service as well, just follow through with the guides. And of course, you can always send a private message on Slack, on TechWorks Training, Slack Workspace, whenever you have questions or clarifications, because the website creation part is very important as we go along with the bootcamp. Kasi halos lahat naka-hook up dun sa website, meaning lahat ng mga discussions, lahat ng mga applications na gagawin, kailangan nandiyan na talaga yung website. That is why I have this particular session on a Saturday so that you have like few more days before the next session, which is Thursday next week. By the way, let me know when you have your website up already so that I can install an Elementor Pro. And here's the thing, I want you to browse your preferred Elementor Pro design or template so that I can install it on your account. Just let me know which one so that I can install it and activate it in your account so that you will have a really nice looking website. Unlike in the previous training, particularly doon sa mga from Tagbilaran and Ormoc, they don't have the Elementor Pro before, but it's fortunate for you guys because this particular bootcamp, I am giving you the pro account ng Elementor. So it's like you really have a good selection of pro templates from Elementor, and then you are not limited into designing a lot of customizations and all of these features na usually nakukuha lang talaga siya sa pro version. So you will have access to that. So just let me know when you have your website ready. And by the way, Maureen, I believe you're going to use your website for your freelancing business as well, right?
Yes po.
Yes, so I am going to regularly check on that para align lang talaga lahat ng mga ginagawa nyo dun sa magiging end result. I want you to finish your website na talagang working siya at the end of the bootcamp, and then talagang purposeful na talaga siya. Like it can really acquire leads and then design siya for e-commerce and digital marketing. And if you want to have like your own products, maybe you can also have that there on your website. Yes, you already know the drill. You already have an initial idea how will this work. So as soon as you have your website, it's also good if you can start creating your content as well. And maybe just the bio or the CV. And by the way, with regards to the CV, I'm going to share you templates as well. Maybe the template I'm using on my website so that you can just customize it according to your preference. For the relevant task for this particular lesson, I will post it there in your Trello board as well. Basically, I just want to see the setup, particularly the domain names. I just want to see your configuration of WordPress and all these necessary plugins. Yun lang, kailangan ko lang siya ma-check to ensure that you are on the right track at the same time you are really on schedule. Particularly sa inyo, kasi I believe you are going to really catch up with all the lessons up to the end of this bootcamp. I understand dun sa iba na hindi nakaka-join kasi meron din silang other priorities. But it would be good kung mahanapan niyo pa rin talaga ng time kasi para hindi magpa-pile up yung mga task and of course, hindi magpa-pile up yung mga lessons. And talagang may execute yung project na to, yung website, yung e-commerce site, and ready na siya when you do the campaign. And of course, ready na siya when you want to showcase this to potential clients later on. Di ba magkakaroon siya ng parang apprenticeship na although you are employed already, you have your jobs already, it's just that we can probably just have this website ready whenever we apply to projects kasi para makikita ng client na yung website nyo talaga is working and they can see that you are really walking the talk, that they can see that you really have a nice looking portfolio, that you know what you are talking about, that you know that you can really be an asset for them in the area of e-commerce and digital marketing. So, kailangan tapos siya by the time na matapos yung bootcamp. Do you guys have questions, clarifications, questions dun sa lessons, sa relevant topics na to? Do you have questions or problems accessing the materials? I think nandun naman lahat, di ba? Yeah, so I posted the lesson here for e-commerce site development. And I want you to just take that lesson kasi kailangan siya. Parang siya yung isa sa mga pinaka-core lesson ng bootcamp na to. Sir Santos, Raline, do you have questions, clarifications?
Nothing, sir, as of now.
Okay, how about you, Raline?
Hindi ko po na-view yung ibang lessons ng WordPress.
Yeah, so here's the thing. May mga nabago with regards to the registration ng TechWorks. So what happened, Raline, is that we changed the plans and all these membership privileges for TechWorks trainings. By the way, we haven't announced this yet. It's just that internally we have changed a lot, particularly on the subscription plans. Now, where you belong right now is here. So I'm going to update all lessons to switch your membership from the e-commerce and digital marketing bootcamp to the new package, which is e-commerce and digital marketing bootcamp plus Mastermind. So, yung mga ibang lessons kasi, just like this one, you will notice na it's hidden. And you can only see if you have the privilege to watch the lessons. So, here's the thing, Marlene, I'm just going to update your account and then I'm going to switch you to this plan. The same thing will happen for the other participants. So if you are unable to watch or unable to see the material, pag naka-block siya, just let me know ahead so that I can double check.
Okay, sir.
By the way, guys, talking about these new subscription plans, what we did actually is we have like this plan, Learn Any Course. We are actually going to launch this after the bootcamp kasi yung mangyayari is like may mga participants kasi na they prefer to just like an a la carte type of learning where they can select lessons to learn for a fixed fee. Meron namang bootcamp, hindi kasama yung Mastermind. So this one is yung parang bootcamp lang talaga siya with all the materials online. Tapos ito yung mga inclusions niya. And then yung Mastermind session, which is ito yung ginagawa niyo. What do you think about this? Just to solicit for an opinion.
I think, sir, it's better that way.
Mas simpler, di ba?
Para ang uban po, sir, kung na sila gusto lang na kung anon ba, gusto nila mag-specialize in that field or this field, at least na sila choices. And it's cheaper po.
Pero it's just 1 month,
Master.
renewable, no? 1 month is enough. In fact, all the lessons there can be learned in a span of a month. It's just that maybe they are going to be overwhelmed with all of these lessons. But for this one, ito naman yung bagay talaga sa mga self-paced learner. Yung gusto nilang their own time only. No? By the way, those who have access here won't be able to access the materials here. The templates and all these benefits. Courses lang talaga siya. This one, yung Mastermind naman, Mastermind rin lang siya nakafocus. Although may mentorship nga lang and coaching. And then dito, limited lang. It's like maximum of 25 people per batch. So anyway, thank you for your comments. Anyway, so other than that, I was actually thinking maybe you have questions or with regards to this lesson. Kaya I thought na magtatagal yung session. But let me ask you again, do you have questions or okay na kayo? Maybe we'll just watch the videos first and ask later.
Yes.
Kasi yung mangyayari is, we cannot discuss this one here right now. The Mastermind season is more on the question and answer. And parang assessment na lang and guidance. Regular assessment. For example, if you have questions about web hosting, maybe we can discuss that one. Or if you have questions on the technical side of this, we can of course discuss that one. And by the way, with regards to the site framing, this one, I suggest that you use Workflowy. I really like that tool. And it's easier for you to really like create a sitemap just like this one. This is basically what I use now for site mapping. So this is how it looks like. For example, when I did a bootcamp for the Cebu e-commerce bootcamp, ganito yung na-demo ko for them. So it's like you can have there your home, and then under home is you have your about us and other details there. Of course, you can add more if you want, and your store, your contact page, and privacy policy, terms of service, refund policy, and all of these. You can just add it there like that. Or you can have it like this. Okay, pwede ring ganito, for example. You can have something like that there. Tapos dito naman, you can add more, no? Maganda siyang tingnan kasi it's very user-friendly and very structured. Yun. So, when you create your sitemap later on, I suggest you do that through Workflowy. It's better to do it here. It's easier and it's very neat. Sir Santos, do you have questions?
Yes, sir. As per this Workflowy, it is a good tool for site mapping, but I have a question. Is there any other applications instead of showing it horizontally regarding about a site map? Is there any application where we can show it vertically? It's like you are making for a structural organization, which you will see from the top, something like that. Is there any other application?
I have seen a tool similar to that. Let me check if I have included that on my list of recommended tools for site mapping. It's actually there in the course. So I have linked here some relevant tools that you can use for site mapping. It's Glyphy that you can use to have that kind of structure, because this one is more on drag and drop platform where you can create different layouts of the sitemap. But yes, sir, you can use Glyphy for that. And of course, you can always explore the other tools here that we have listed on the site. It's here, sir. You can use something like this.
Yes, yes.
So just select a template. And yes, this is actually what I wanted to show, the web hosting wireframes. So this is what I created before when we were brainstorming about the design of the TechWorks web hosting page. And if you notice it's actually very identical. You will go to the web hosting site. Although the web hosting page has been revamped a lot already, but you will notice that it's quite similar to this one. Okay, so for the header portion, you have the logo here and then the menu. So that's why it's here. And then the headline, no? This one. Although originally we put it here or in the wireframe. And then this one, this image was replaced with a video. Oops, nabago na actually. As far as I remember, video yung nandito.
I think it was the video of Liquid Web.
There you go. So we have these like buyer personas, and we actually have this designed originally to be horizontal, but hindi siya nag-fit, kaya we revised it to look this way, no? Although more or less similar naman sila. Ayan, yung may video pala dito sa baba. Kaya pala nandito yung video. Ayan. And then the pricing, ayan, nandito yung plans. Tapos additional content sa baba. Ito, nadagdag na lang yata to eh. And then the footer section, which is this. So, yan. So this is how we created the TechWorks hosting page. You can, of course, do the same thing for your site if you want to mock it up first before designing that one with Elementor. And by the way, the only advantage with this one is you can like map out ahead your design, but this normally takes time as well. And if you want to have a design right away, maybe you can just go to Elementor Pro right away and explore some themes there or templates and just customize according to your preferred design. But of course, you can have the mock-up or the sitemap as your guide for reference. So yan, Workflowy or Glyphy. I used to use these other tools here before. I can remember Mockingbird and then Draw.io. But this time, I actually prefer Workflowy. Maybe because I can also use this on other applications, like when designing ad campaigns, I also use this one. Any other questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Regarding about for the storage, as of now, it is 2 GB.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, just in case there will be a need to upgrade the storage,
You can always
upgrade it later.
Yes, you can always upgrade your web hosting plans, and it's something that we can just do in the back end. Although there's a minimal fee on top of that. But here's the thing, guys. Why do you think you will need so much space in your e-commerce site?
Maybe later on, there will be a requirement for...
For additional storage?
Yes.
So here's the thing. Would you agree with me, guys, that even techworksph.com is just like around less than 1 gigabyte with all this content, with all these pages that we have on the site? Would you agree? Maybe you're confused because you have like created a website before and you were allocated like 1.5 gigabyte of storage, and then it's like, but napuno na siya. Do you have an idea? That's one thing, because of the backup. Another thing is you are not optimizing your server. And the third is you are not doing regular maintenance. And the good thing about this bootcamp actually is we have another session on website maintenance and backup. And here's the interesting thing, guys. Since part yun ng Mastermind session, I'm going to share to you of course, the materials and all of these guides, no, kung ano yung mga gagawin for the maintenance. And the bonus part is you will have access to the template we're using when bidding to certain clients or when sending proposal to the clients. Kasi nandun na yun eh. Naka-indicate na yun kung ano yung gagawin, and at the same time, magkano yung price. Kaya it's like, as long as you know WordPress, as long as you really take this seriously, yung lesson, you really learn from this. With all these tutorials that I have provided, madali nyo na lang siyang i-send yung proposal. Templated na kasi yung proposal. Tapos nandun na rin yung list of website maintenance checklist na gagawin nyo. And then nandun pa rin yung mga videos kung paano siya gawin. Kaya pag may client kayo, it's easier for you to have these deals closed. Kasi nandun na eh, madali na lang siyang gawin. And yes, I will teach you that on that lesson, how to maintain the website. Kasi ang dami talagang nami-miss out ng ibang like website owners na I actually don't understand why they have like so much storage in the server when WordPress itself is just like less than 100 MB. And you have their additional photos and the graphics and all of these. But remember guys that kahit siguro sabihin natin 2 gig, malaki na talaga yan. Kailangan lang ng regular maintenance and optimization. So, nandun na yun. Nandun sa later lesson natin ng website maintenance and backup. So, I will share that to you as we reach with that particular lesson later on. Kaya kailangan nyo matutunan muna yung WordPress or i-build up nyo muna yung expertise on WordPress para mas madali nyo na lang magagawa yung maintenance. Madaming maintenance kasi na hindi siya na-share doon sa previous training like sa Digital Jobs PH. Mga dami siyang maintenance na hindi ko na-share kasi limited yung time, at the same time overwhelmed na kayo doon sa mga tasks. But this time, for this bootcamp, you will have like a lot of time for that because even after the bootcamp, you can always just go back to that lesson and be familiarized with it, kung ano yung gagawin.
Sir, you have mentioned something about this proper ads targeting.
Mm-hmm.
Which lesson is that?
Hindi siya ad placement on the website. It's basically like, maybe the Google Ads, you are referring to the Google Ads na lesson?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just pull the lessons. The lesson on Google Ads, this one, Basically, the idea here is we are going to set up a campaign. I will do a demo for you. I will let you experience it. No? Gagawa tayo ng Google Ads campaign so that you are targeting those people who are searching for relevant keywords. For example, if someone searches for material engineer, Tacloban City,
Yes.
you should be able to be displayed on this portion at the top or here. Or normally here on this portion kasi nabago na yung design ni Google Search. But it should be an ad. So in other words, even if you don't appear on the first page organically, meaning with just the SEO efforts that you are doing. Kasi kung titingnan mo naman, malalaki yung mga competitors na nandito. So nandiyan si LinkedIn, si JobStreet, nandiyan si Indeed.com.ph, and all these other domains, baka mahirapan, for example, yung website mo na mag-rank on first page. So for us to win that placement here, para makita kaagad ng tao or nang nagsisearch niyan, para makita niya kaagad yung website mo, we are going to do Google Ads here. Magsiset up tayo ng ads. I will teach you how to do it. But here's the thing, guys, that will involve like online payment. Kasi magbabayad tayo kay Google Ads. Although pay-per-click siya. No, just like how we do it on Facebook. But here's the thing, don't worry about it kasi hindi naman ibig sabihin na you really have to spend a lot of it. Yung mangyayari lang is para lang ma-demo ko sa inyo paano siya gawin. At the same time, how you can leverage on that channel. Kasi nga, in e-commerce and digital marketing, it's not enough to just have presence on social media. It's not enough to have your website alive there without driving traffic from other paid channels like Facebook ads and Google ads. So, kailangan, wherever is our market, nandun rin tayo. Diba? Bonus na yan, guys, kung pag-search ng keywords, lumalabas tayo kaagad, no? On the search. But if hindi tayo lalabas dyan, lalong-lalo na on first page, kasi ito mostly yung mataas yung click-through rate. Dito nag-click yung mga tao. Mostly kasi ng mga tao, hindi na pumupunta ng page 2 or page 3. Normally, page 1, enough na sa kanila. And then if they don't find the result they are looking, they are going to search for another term. Diba? It's like licensed material engineer, Tacloban City. Maybe they will search another keyword. And if you will notice it, this particular guy is ranking here. If you notice it, he is on LinkedIn and he is like benefiting from the free traffic, from the free exposure LinkedIn has. So that is why it's also good to have a LinkedIn profile on top of your website. So you are going to link both of these platforms, your website and then LinkedIn. And of course, you will leverage the LinkedIn search presence to be noticed by other people, those who are looking for the licensed material engineer in Tacloban City. But if you want to like outbid all these results here, the Google Ads is the answer. We are going to appear somewhere here. Take a look at this, guys. For example, with the Pure Honey Philippines. If someone searches for that one, our website's actually on the first page and it's actually here. It's like it's enough for us to not be seen here because we are here. It would be a bonus if we have a placement somewhere here. But we are already winning that particular keyword, for example, or key phrase, for example. That is why we have lots of traffic coming from search. So I'm going to teach that one as part of the bootcamp. It would be on the second to the last session before Facebook ads. And I really want you to learn this because this is what will set you different and unique from the competition. It's like you already know the strategy, you already know how to conduct e-commerce and digital marketing. What I want you to learn more is how will you maximize other channels like Google Ads and Facebook ads. So yes, with regards to the placements and all these bidding strategies, it might not be tackled, all of it, kasi nga, it's also a very broad area, yung Google Ads. I used to specialize Google Ads before, like when I started freelancing in 2012, but a lot have changed already on how we wanted to position TechWorks and AdWorks. It's like we don't focus much on Google Ads as a service. It's just that it is part of our offering, but not something that we specialize.
Google Ads now was the Google AdSense before?
No, it's the Google AdWords before.
AdWords.
Yeah, it's Google AdWords before.
So Google Ads and Google AdSense is a different platform.
Yes, that's different. Both platforms are owned by Google, but Google Ads is for advertisers, Google AdSense is for publishers. I hope I answered the question clearly.
Yes, sir.
Anything else, guys? Okay, if you no longer have questions, I want you to really take this lesson kasi kailangan siya. Yes, Maureen?
Regarding with the domain name, we will just send you message to what domain name we will want to register, or
Actually, it's in the orientation video. I'm not sure if you watched this one, Maureen. Did you watch the orientation video?
Yes, sir. What I mean is, I already registered. Then what I want to ask is to provide already with the domain name to register.
My answer is here on the video, I instructed the participants that you input your preferred domain name when you purchase the web hosting service. If you missed that out, you can reply to the email. I think we sent you a note asking for your domain name
Sir,
because we
okay po.
noticed that when you purchase your web hosting and domain name, we noticed that you did not indicate your domain name. So that is why
Yes, sir.
we
Okay.
sent you a note and then asking you for that information. You reply to that note and we will
Okay po.
register that domain name. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Sige. Anything
Okay po.
else?
Nothing na po.
All right. So, Ralyn, do you have questions with the domains and this particular lesson?
As of now, sir, I still have to watch the tutorial videos, the prerequisite.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes.
as you mentioned about the Elementor, the Pro,
Yes, Ralyn?
only one.
Yes, only one Elementor Pro. And if you have like additional website that you want to have Elementor Pro, it's like you have to purchase the license na. Kasi ano siya eh, parang bonus lang siya sa bootcamp. What do you have in mind?
You're
Right?
giving it for free, sir, the Pro?
For your website only, yes.
Okay, sir.
Going to activate that one on your website. Just let me know when your website is ready so that I can log into it and activate Elementor Pro.
Okay, sir. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Maureen.
How much it will cost for the license sa Elementor Pro
For Elementor Pro, it's actually $50 sa
per
Elementor
month?
website, but we are selling it at $2,000 under TechWorks web.
Okay,
That's
sir.
like you are able to avail a 500 discount from that. I think si Eterna Dilvo, she availed of that for a client. She has a client and she used Elementor Pro. I set up Elementor Pro on that particular client for her. If you have clients in the future and you want to use Elementor Pro, I suggest you just top up that amount. Maybe you can price that one at the regular $50 price. That's basically the original license. But you can have us install that one with a discount. No, kasi ano lang yan eh, 2,000 yung local price namin. So,
Thank you, sir.
any other questions, Sir Santos, with regards to Elementor Pro?
No more, sir.
Okay, guys, if you don't have any further questions, thank you very much for joining this session. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on our next session, which is the buyer's journey and content creation. So this one is an interesting lesson as well. We are going to discuss more about buyer's journey and how you can apply the website. Kailangan nandiyan talaga yung website nyo. How you can make use of the website as part of your strategy driving these different users according to the funnel yung sa journey nila. And of course, with the content creation. So maybe we can touch some content creation strategies and maybe some tools that I use on content creation. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, and see you next time. Bye.